So I'm gonna make 2 quick shrugs. See how fast I can make them. I have a lot of sewing machines here, so I'm gonna set one up, one for black and one for tan, and make some quick shrugs. And then I'll be okay if it's too chilly outside. So I'm gonna see how fast I can do these. So I'm going on a trip this weekend, and I'm gonna wear my little 60s skirt with this little tank top, and the weather's gonna be a little chillier than I thought. So I might have to cover up a tad. So like, what do I wear with this? Thank gosh I can sew. So I have this fabric left over, and I think I'm just gonna make a quick shrug. I also have another skirt that will need, it's got some black in it, and it will need a shrug also. So I have fabric for that one too. So I'm gonna make 2 quick shrugs. See how fast I can make them. I have a lot of sewing machines here, so I'm gonna set one up, one for black and one for tan, and make some quick shrugs. And then I'll be okay if it's too chilly outside. So I have a couple videos out on making this quick shrug. I even made a pattern for it. This was a few years ago, and it's so simple. So this is what the pattern looks like. So simple. I just, these ones you have to tape them together and all, but this was my original pattern, and then I put it all on paper for you and just did a quick trace. There's no instructions in it. You just have to watch the video because I hate writing instructions. I'm not in the pattern business. So, but this is right here. So this is the center back. These are the armholes right here. And what you do is just sew the 2, and this is all cut on the fold right here. Just cut that whole length on the fold. It takes 1.5 yards of fabric. Now what you do first is you sew these armholes wrong sides together, 1/4 inch, flip it inside out, press it, and then do a French seam. So you sew another 3/8, which would equal 5/8 seam allowance. And that encases that little seam allowance in there, and it gives you a really nice seam allowance in there because the seam actually shows right here on the arms. It's kind of like curves right there. So you really want to do a French seam there and make it look really nice. Although a regular one would be good too because the seam would be in the inside. So it doesn't matter, but I like to do a little French seam. It's just a slight curve too. So the 2, just open up the pieces, sew up the armholes, and then you need to do the sleeve hems and then the round hem, and then you wear it. It's so quick and easy. Literally, if you've done one before, you know how the first time is always a little more of a struggle. So if you did a first one sample, do a muslin out of it. Never cut out expensive fabric when you don't know a pattern, right? Just get some simple muslin, sew it up and see how it feels and all. And then I've made this shrug out of so many different fabrics. It always, like, I made a few in the fabric I didn't love, and then I didn't like the shrug, but then I made the same exact pattern in a fabric I loved that was soft and cushy, and then I love that shrug. So it's always all about the fabric too. I've also made this shrug very dressy, like a burnt out silk that went with an evening gown, because I had like a tank top evening gown, and I just matched it to the rest of the skirt. I had made the gown and had the same fabric and made a shrug to go with that. So it was just so perfect. I'm like, this shrug is just so perfect. I wonder how many I have of them. I should count them. But right now I'm about to have 2 more. So I'm gonna make these, see how fast I can make them.
And don't give me another shrug. Don't do it.
Another shrug? Adam, I got the double shrug.
Whoa, that was fast!
Have the underarm seams pinned. I'm just gonna be sewing 1/4 inch here, doing French seams, so I'm gonna sew them wrong sides together, and then I'll press it to one side. I'm gonna do the other one. It's just the gold color here. Match up the raw edges. Wrong sides together. It always feels so weird because we're so used to right sides together, so it's like it's kind of a puzzle. So just sew these 1/4 inch, and I press it. Okay, got the seams done. This one I got a little too close, so I'm a little not close enough. I'm gonna pink the edges real quick here. My presser foot, my needle didn't go over, and it was a little harder to judge, so. The other machine with the tan, the needle went, I could guide it myself and put it where I wanted it, and then I was able to get a really good 1/4 inch. But this one, yeah, just kind of hard to sew on these curves with the grain going all over different. And if I pink it, just be a little less fraying on the inside, although the seam allowance is probably a little bit bigger than 5/8 now. Okay, now I need to press this. This fabric is really fraying. It's gonna be fun to hem. All right, have my seam pressed really well. Real flat here. I have the 1/4 inch seam allowance enclosed in here. Now I just need to sew about 3/8 right here and enclose all that seam allowance in there. And then it looks really nice. All right, sewed about a 3/8 inch seam there. And I turn it right side out. Seam is all enclosed in there. Then I'll press it. Actually, I may not, kind of needs to be pressed. But look at that, looks so nice. And then the inside is all encased. Love French seams. Can't use them everywhere, usually on more straight cuts, but this one is just subtly curved. All right, have what is resembling a shrug. Just the seams right there. And now all I need to do is do the hems. The front, it's the whole front and back. So that just this straight piece right there. Actually, here's the black one. So this is the part I'll be hemming right here. It's just around. I'll tuck it 1 inch like that, and then tuck it under like 50-50 as I call it. So it'll just be one of those nice little machine hems right there, and I'll just stitch them around. And then the sleeves, I think I'm going to do 3/4, and same thing, just stitch it around. So a lot of pressing goes into this, and then just stitch it, and then these are done. Literally that fast.
Damn, that was fast.
All right, this shrug is done. Got this all stitched right here, just a nice hem all along here. Made sure it looked really good around this corner because this part tends to show a lot right here. And I got my armhole done, just did a 3/4 inch hem there, rolled up. And this one's done. These are so great because you can just roll them up like this, just fold them right there. This fabric might wrinkle a bit, but you literally fold them, roll them up. I've even made little sacks to put these in, and that's just how you carry them. It's a little drawstring right there, and your shrugs. It's as cute as a bug. Now I have to finish the black one. All right, got the black one done too.
That was fast.
Just need to cut the threads off and give it a press, and these are done. After I got these cut out, it took only about an hour to sew both of these.
Fook me, that was fast.
That's with 2 different machines, right? But one with tan and one with black. But now I have 2 new shrugs. I'll show you the before and the after, why these shrugs are so great, easy to make, easy to pack, easy to wear, easy. We love that, right?
Suddenly everything seems so easy.
I have the pattern down below for you. If you'd like to try your hand at making a quick shrug, make sure you do a sample one first. Cut that long one, that long side on the fold. I've had people tell me that they didn't cut it on the fold. So the fold is right here. So without cutting it on the fold, see there's a fold right there. You would have nothing. You'd have 2 pieces. So cut it on the fold. Right. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned to the end to see the pictures of the before and the after. I'll see you in the next video.
The shrug. Adam, you know how I feel about the shrug.
Have it done. Ta-da! This is going to be perfect for New York.
I don't know what a shoulder shrug means.